wave. I don't wanna play the games you play. I don't want you to leave, I just wanna make you stay. Because I love the way your body day, okay? Follow this wave. I don't wanna play the games you play. I don't want you to leave, I just wanna make you stay. Because I love the way your body moves.
Yo, I don't even like playing rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, we can see. Shout out to my mother. It's your fault. You still ain't watch Kanan.
Nah, for some the only Ghost or whatever, what is it, Power episode that I really want to watch is the Tommy Egan one.
What the fuck?
It's because
The least one. that
Really?
people want. It's the least rated one.
I just the reason is because I used to like Tommy when he was on Power.
It's not. Yeah.
Bro, that's the only reason what made me want to watch it. But if it's not good,
Is
then
it bad that people kind of like associated him with Eminem by default because he's that one dude that a lot of black people are cool with? No, all right, yeah. I mean, he don't rap or nothing, but so where's the and
yeah, he's far from that. His character is
there's a white comedian that reminds me of him. What's his name?
Gary Owen.
Yeah,
But he has black conspiracies though.
he
That's
has
the
a black card. Yeah, he used to. And then he said, and some people, you see, we black people, we kind of wish-wash a little bit, right? Like I want to say this right now. Is Eminem one of the greatest rappers ever?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
You
Yes.
see how she said no, and you said yes. A lot of black people.
It's not there. I'm objective. That's why. I'm just objective.
Why do you say Eminem is not considered one of the greatest? I'm going to repeat.
White.
No, because I want to hear her, not you. And I want to repeat it in case people can't hear because she's in the background. Why do you? She said no, bruh.
That's not an answer.
That's ours. Mhm. No, I didn't say he's the greatest. One of the greatest. One of the greatest.
He is one of the greatest.
They will rank him before Lil Wayne. Some people will. They'll put him right behind Big Pac and Biggie and Pac. They'll put him right there.
I could see that.
You can see Eminem being right behind Biggie and Pac.
Yes.
Can Eminem do anything that Busta Rhymes can't do?
He's done it.
Busta Rhymes?
I'm talking about Eminem is done it.
But Busta Rhymes is also rap as fast as Eminem.
Yeah.
So what's the difference? What does Eminem have over these other lyricists?
Well, I would say his punchlines are solid.
Uh-huh.
He has one of the best punchlines in the game. Well, especially when he was in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
In his prime. I mean, what else? I mean, he thought outside the box. He really thought outside the box. He was creative with his stuff.
Okay.
And then if we're going to say one of the greatest, are we going to go by record sales?
Oh, no, because I've already given you this.
No, but I'm saying, I know I'm grouping it all together.
No, but I never go with record sales because I believe that just like Post Malone, white people can come into our culture and do what they do and sell way more. Justin Bieber is another perfect example. We talked about this.
But I'm not saying artists. I'm just saying rapper.
You said records, selling.
Yeah, but I'm
selling
saying,
a record.
but isn't that part of being like, doesn't that put some sort of stamp of approval?
Yes.
In the case?
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
Just generally. You're saying he's better than Wayne?
I would say yes.
Is he better than Biggie?
I don't know if he's better. I don't think he's better than Biggie.
Biggie had so much punchlines. He said, "I got a story to tell," and in the story that
it's not being disrespectful.
And the story that he told, let's pay some homage to some of these hip hop artists that have just given us storybooks. I got a story to tell by Notorious B.I.G.
Okay.
He talks about him with his boys. Yeah, I know, right? But when you talk about
I'm saying
Eminem, he's like,
no, I'm saying I'm listening. That's me listening.
Hey, Mondre, hey, Kevin.
I'm listening to everything that you're saying.
Appreciate y'all checking in.
Because I never said that Eminem was better than Biggie.
Okay, so let's go to Biggie though. Okay, so you said and punchlines has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
About Eminem.
Yes.
So I asked you, who's a better punchliner? Who's a better puncher? Biggie or M? And
if I had to choose,
opinion.
Yeah, because if I had to choose, most likely I'm going to go with Biggie. Why? Because I can also relate to more of his stuff than I can with Eminem.
Okay, so why would you relate to anything Eminem when every other person is black?
The reason why
And Eminem,
now,
you and Eminem haven't lived anything close.
no, I'm not saying that I can relate to Eminem, but when you sit down and you listen to like the stuff, first of all,
Hi,
we
my
can't.
name is.
First of all, we cannot deny that we cannot deny that Eminem is a great storyteller
We can
when it comes to rapping.
we can say that. We can say that.
Stan.
But again, you being a great storyteller does not automatically put you up there.
But that's not the only thing, though.
So you're adding.
I'm saying as a whole, as a complete rapper.
So Biggie,
there's nothing. I don't think there's anything that he could not do. He was also a rap battle.
There's some people. Did you feel like at some point Lil Wayne was like recycling the same thing, just saying it in different places? Weezy F Baby, certain things that he would always say over and over again, just find different ways to say it. Taglines.
I mean, yeah.
Whereas with Eminem, he always had something creative to say. You know what Eminem said in one of his interviews? Why he said he loves Drake is because he says Drake is also a storyteller. And you can follow him as he's rapping about something, as opposed to you rapping about gold, and then the next thing you do is you're rapping about being in Dubai, in a Lamborghini. You're not really talking in a story time. You're just finding things that rhyme so that you can get your punchlines in. Does that make sense? Because he says when you listen to a lot of Drake's songs, even when he's singing, he's telling a story. Take Care with Rihanna. When you ready, just say you ready. When all the just ain't as heavy.
I think Drake is more of I wouldn't say storyteller. I would say he expresses more emotion in his music.
He's expressing emotions that is a storytelling type thing. Listen to when he raps.
But when I'm thinking about storytelling, I'm talking about like
don't compare it to Eminem.
I'm just even talking. But even if we go with Biggie.
Oh,
Biggie, like you're imagining what's happening.
Yeah,
that's what I mean when I say story. Like you're picturing like a sequence of events just coming in, and it's like
you're absolutely right. One song I go over and over and listen to all the time, and I always put myself in a situation is Biggie's "I Got a Story to Tell."
I got a story to tell.
I don't know if you remember that song when he was talking about he pilled with this girl. He went to her place. He said, roll the grass. She came first. I came last. Roll the grass.
Yeah.
And then he said he was with her upstairs. He said that there was this dude playing against the Utah Jazz. And then
basically they robbed him.
No, they didn't rob him.
No.
Came home, listen, the dude
came upstairs, caught him.
He didn't rob him. Listen, I've listened to the song 1,000 times. The dude comes upstairs. And then as he's coming upstairs, the girl says, go downstairs and get me something to drink. Then he says, a short time, something my mind can't waste it. Then he says he thought about something. He says he gets a pillowcase of rope. He ties the girl up to act like it's a robbery. After he just
I misheard my words. Yeah,
He said the dude dropped the glass. He said 100 cash. Just don't shoot my ass. He brought out 100 cash from under the.
And he take it?
Of course.
So it's a robbery then.
No, it's a robbery. It's a smart nigga. And at the end, he said, get the weed, I got a story to tell. And he just, when I listen to that over and over again, because when he's talking at the end of the song, you can hear the boys, like he walked into a barbershop. And the dudes is like, yeah, we remember that girl. And he says, you won't believe this shit. And then the beat just drops. More money, more problem. You hear Mace, you hear Mace, you hear Puff. They're kind of just, Mace is nice.
Mace is nice.
I think Mace influenced Drake.
I don't think he's better than
He's better than he's better than Kanye.
Oh wait, no. I can't agree with that.
You know why? A lot of people in the comments won't agree with that right now.
I can't agree
with that. It's because the time has changed. A lot of people grew up in the Kanye era, but if you go back and listen to Mace's era, Mace is better than Kanye.
I can't say that.
Yes. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you that Kanye is not more creative.
We'll just say I don't agree with that, but I think Kanye's a better rapper than Mace.
Kanye is more creative, but Mace is a better rapper.
I may have to go with. I would have to go with.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
I would have to go with Kanye.
And the funny thing is, go back and listen to Kanye. Kanye would tell you that his favorite rapper was Mace.
But that doesn't mean you're better than. But that doesn't mean he's better than you, though.
Because Kanye,
Michael Jordan looked up to Dr. J. Doesn't mean Dr. J better than him.
Michael Jordan only looked up to one person, his brother. Yeah, that was the only person. He said that,
but okay,
that was the only person he looked up to.
Okay, you're right.
He admired Dr. J.
Thank you.
He was going to bust his ass.
Admiration. He had admiration.
Kobe Bryant had admiration for Michael.
But was he ever better than Michael?
In some people's eyes, yes, he was. Michael never scored 81.
It's close.
Yeah, it's very close.
And-
You're
and-
looking.
and-
You're looking.
and-
You know
and
what you're
guess
looking
what?
at. You know what you're looking at. When you look at Kobe and Michael, you're looking at identical twins. One was just born 2 seconds later.
But you want to say 81? You want to say 81?
Not to say that they were born with the same, because a first twin is
But
always going to be the first.
But you're going to say he scored 81,
Mhm.
but Kobe never averaged 30 something for his career.
Okay.
Kobe never won MVP, defensive player, and Finals MVP in one season.
You're right.
So yes, even though people will say that people believe that Kobe is better than Jordan.
When you
if you look at accomplishments,
When you
he didn't
also
accomplish.
if you want to dissect this, go back and look at the teams that were winning these championships when they were together. That Bulls team was way more stacked than when Shaq left, so Kobe couldn't win. Imagine if Pippen left and it was just Jordan. He would not have had 6 rings. Don't argue it, because you would disrespect a lot of people in the comments by saying yes, he would.
I know. I'm just going to say we don't know.
Yes, we do.
We don't know.
Yes, we do.
Because it didn't happen.
Would Kobe have won rings if Shaq wasn't there?
Would he have won
Those 3 rings if Shaq wasn't there?
He
Talking like a baby that just got.
okay, no, he would not have won those
So
rings.
why can't you say the same thing about Pippen?
Actually, well, because we know that
Shaq was averaging 20-something points per game.
yes, and we
He
know,
was a shot blocker, rebounder,
and that's the difference. Shaq was the focal point of that team.
Okay, Scottie Pippen was the defensive focal point to whoever he was guarding.
But he was not the focal point of that team.
He took
Jordan
the load
was
off.
Jordan
Okay,
was
do you
the
think-
focal
do you
point of that
think-
team.
Do you think Steph Curry would have his 4 rings without, maybe 1 ring without Klay Thompson? Splash Brothers.
No.
Exactly. So you can't just take one person.
Well, actually, yes.
I
He
said
could
he would have 1 ring.
No, he would have more than 1 ring. Because if KD still went to the Warriors, they would have won at least 2 more rings.
Okay, so you're making my point. He needed somebody else. He couldn't do it by himself.
Say Jordan couldn't do it by himself.
You said
I didn't say he did. I didn't say
if
he.
you took away Pippen from that team,
But you still have 5 other players though.
Nobody that was on Pippen's level as far as the number 2. No, not Kerr, not Grant, not what's that Dennis Rodman, not him. So don't even go. Dennis Rodman was Ron Artest. He was a defensive player.
Right.
Who are you trying to
He was the best. He was the best
say
rebounder.
Jesus was gonna
No,
be the
I
best?
wasn't going to say that. I was not
Let's
going
get
to
into
say
the topic before we freaking get off.
All right,
we just start talking sports for like
Right.
20 minutes.
because we'll do that.
We
will do that
will, and if it's basketball, soccer, or boxing, we'll be here all night.
all night.
So we was kind of eavesdropping. Speaking of eavesdropping, I'm gonna say this real quick. There was a man that got arrested for eavesdropping on his wife. She was working for like a company that was being sold, and he eavesdropped and bought like a whole bunch of shares, and then he sold it. And he made $1.7 million.
It's smart.
He's arrested now. His wife told on it, and then she filed for divorce. Did she keep a part of that proceeds before?
Right. She most likely
She's gonna get half of it.
She withdrew the
They
money
fired her.
but she still got the money.
No, he got the money, but they fired her, and then
She's going to get at least half of it.
He said they said he has to pay it back. But what if he don't want to pay it back? What if he say he don't have the money, access to the money? He don't send it to like the Caribbean,
Peru.
and shit like yeah. Peru. He don't send it to Pablo Escobar people and their family. So I was eavesdropping on our sound engineer, and she kind of said, how is it dating the single life? I won't say dating, but the single life in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to ask you how, because you were born here, right?
Yeah.
You were raised here, partially.
Yeah, I was going because I went to I went to Nigeria.
You went to Guantanamo Bay for a little bit before you came back. So, what would you say some of the biggest cons are of being single and trying to date in Atlanta?
Don't.
Oh shit!
Don't date in Atlanta.
Don't date in Atlanta. So women and men are just supposed to just start doing a long distance relationship.
No, you go outside Atlanta and find.
You move.
No,
like go to like Marietta, Gwinnett.
Yeah, you
They
go
the
to.
same people, dog.
Nah, they not.
They the same people.
Atlanta don't exist. Atlanta is not a
You gotta
real
go to
place.
Athens.
Everybody says Atlanta is not a real place. Atlanta is not a real place.
So
Atlanta is
wrong?
Narnia.
What is no? Narnia is better. Narnia is better than Atlanta. You got 15-year-olds breaking into your car. You got 12-year-olds walking into Saks spending like $50,000. They don't have no bass in their voice. Can I get a? You're like, what the fuck?
Man,
I got the cash on me. Like, no, you don't. You see, look at my pocket, and they got like hundreds in their pocket, trying to buy the new Balenciagas.
man, dudes will rent out a Lamborghini truck for a weekend,
bro.
just to go to the club.
And then the next weekend, that same girl that you was messing with, she see you open up the door at the hotel. But isn't that?
No, I'm just helping my partner. He's sick, and I wanted to keep, so I'm helping him out.
And I hear a lot of women say, men in Atlanta, they are storytellers,
bruh.
They say, especially if you get with
We talked about Biggie and Eminem being storytellers.
Atlanta niggas.
You talk to a nigga in Atlanta.
A girl be like, didn't I see you last week with another girl? Nah. Actually, look at my phone. That's my twin brother. His name Leron. My name Cameron. So you got the wrong person. You be like, what? This is the same card. Like, nah, it's the same tattoo.
I got a little brother named Aaron.
We twins, so we got the same tattoo. You know what I'm saying? You be like, no, you lying. Let me call that number you just gave me.
And then you gonna quickly tell your homeboy.
No, she call you and your phone start ringing. Like, oh, I get my twin.
Nah, you just gotta give her your friend number.
Being single in Atlanta, the cons that I think I hear a lot are these N-words, or these men like playing games, right?
Mm-hmm.
They just want to F. They just want to have sex. They just want to smash. They want to hit it and quit it.
Smash and dash.
Right? And then women are like, I don't have time for this. I'm not that kind of girl. I don't get down like that. And on the flip side, you have women that are portraying themselves one way on the gram. It's because I always say this, right? Whenever you see a commercial for like something that really gets your attention, you ever see like a commercial for like some food and you're like, damn, that look good.
Yeah.
I really want to go get that. And you actually get in your car and you go get it. Come home like, oh, damn, this is really good. When you on the gram and you're looking at certain people, the way they post, and this is one thing a lot of women don't really agree with, how men see how we men see things. We're like we see everything about us is visual, right?
Yeah.
Whereas a woman can kind of work their way up by some of the kind stuff you do, by you being a security blanket for them. When I say security, I mean that you're financing maybe a good 98.2% of their lifestyle, right? But if you're going to want a man to finance your lifestyle and you're not really bringing anything to the table, then you're only setting yourself up, right? Because being single in Atlanta is it's. And I also I also told her this right here, right? Like, what kind of communities are in Atlanta that you are a part of that can kind of narrow down who and what you're looking for? A lot of people like to say they want to go to church. You can find a partner in ATL. People need to start looking in different places other than the usual ones, the clubs and the bar. Kev, give us some examples of places that you are suggesting people meet.
Because I already told you, go outside of Atlanta. Go to Barnesville.
Go to Athens.
Go to Griffin. Yeah, go to Athens. Go to
Nashville is not that far. You can take a 3-hour drive to Nashville.
Hey, if you got the gas money for it, do it.
But we're also.
But I'm talking about that a lot of people Atlanta.
People don't believe in that. Even if it's a 3-hour, they don't believe in that long distance relationship. They always think that person is up to something.
Well, I think it's going to be harder to have
live in Atlanta.
I think it's going to be harder to have a long distance relationship in this climate that we're in. Because you're accessible to so many things, and so you might just be on your phone, and you got a whole bunch of dating apps. You might be on your phone, and all you follow are certain type of people that you were attracted to. And what can you do? You can hit up DMs.
Certain people in a relationship, they eliminate social media.
I heard one girl. She told her boyfriend. She said, "Look."
I think that's the same thing we watch. It's a girl that kind of gave like her interview, like he doesn't have social media.
Yeah, because he don't make money from it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, don't make money from it, so why do you have a social media?
Exactly. And she kind of made a point, but at the same time, I was trying to say, well, isn't social media, especially like Instagram, what it used to be, and what some people still see it as a photo album? It's a digital photo album
for everybody to see.
Yeah, exactly. But then as time went by, you saw girls not really just showing them and their friends on the beach, they're showing their cheeks.
Well, that's because because
and men are not showing that they are, out there either working or having fun with their boys. They're showing stacks of money or guns or the fact that, they have this in their bank account or they have this Rolex
or they're doing drugs.
Oh yeah, they're doing, whatever drugs they want to do.
So I mean, you have to I believe you have to look at it like this. When you have a long distance relationship, you have to think about all the variables. Are you guys so solid in your relationship that when it comes down to it, you trust that you guys are going to make the right decision in any circumstances?
Hmm. I think that this is the problem I see that I think because I can't think for a woman, but if I'm mistaken, then I want somebody to tell me that I'm wrong. But I don't think a lot of women trust other women, right? In the sense that they already got this man that can
To
financially
be
take.
honest, I don't think women trust men neither.
Well, they already know men are weak, right?
Oh, so then
So
so then they
it's
don't
almost like
trust.
you're dating, right? You've been in a relationship for like 5 years,
Yeah.
and you are an R&B performer, right? You're hosting a party, and you also offer backstage passes, and everybody that got the backstage passes are women. Do you think your wife or your girl that you've been with for 5 years is going to be okay with all these girls coming and being all over you?
I wouldn't be okay. I wouldn't be okay.
But that's your profession, so you have to do it. If you want that extra
Okay, but
2,000,
it can't
3,000
just
coming in,
it can't just be me in there though.
because you want to respect your wife.
Yeah.
Exactly. But what about the times that your wife can't
if she
make it because she
calls,
has to take care of the baby?
you said what?
What if it's the time your wife can't make it to these events because she has to take care of the baby?
Then they still need some fellas in there. Still need some guys in
You
there.
think the guys are going to be one stopping the girls from doing what they want to do to you? The
I'm
girls.
going to stop them from doing what they want to do to me. I'm just saying that
I
they can
think
keep
everybody talks this way until they're in that
they
situation.
can keep they can.
Because I think in that situation, the
But
flesh is very weak. So I'm going to be as authentic as possible that we are all liable to slip. I understand
Yes,
that you said
but the
putting
reason
the
why
guards up is.
and that's why I say it because if you have your guy friends there with you,
Mhm.
then they could take at least a lot of the they take majority of the attention away.
No, you're the star, bro.
But
They're coming for
how
you.
many times have you heard stories of guys of friends of the big star saying, "Oh yeah, I was able to get with this person
Mhm.
because I'm friends with this person."
And they'll ultimately get to you.
But
They will ultimately get to
sometimes
you,
they
bro.
never come to me. Though. They never get to you. They just stop right there.
You said it perfectly in the beginning. If you can do everything you can do to block that possibility, then you're living the right thing, the right life. But a lot of people go into the situation not thinking that way. Not everybody that gets in a relationship says, I'm going to cheat.
That's true.
You
That's
know what I'm
true.
saying?
That's true.
They get into the relationship
But
and
you don't just slip and fall though.
you don't.
Right.
But some people are not able to resist even the lightest of
Then what
temptation.
does that say about you as a person?
That
Your moral compass. What does that say about your moral compass as a person?
okay, so you're right. But I want to give you an example. A woman that keeps on pushing herself on the guy. I told you don't act like you don't know a man is weak.
I'm not disagreeing
Okay,
with you.
so
But
a woman that keeps on pushing because she knows that the lifestyle that he's giving her, she wants that.
but now we're talking about a certain kind of guy though.
Men look at
Now-
you like I'll look at you and I see what you're giving her. I'm like I need to get like this nigga.
But now we're
You know what
talking
the niggas-
about
you know
certain
what-
type
you know
of
what men
guys
do?
though.
You know
We're
what
talking
men-
about a certain type of tax brackets now. If you're making that point,
that's my point. No woman is going for a bump.
Unless they give it that good.
Listen. Bum has worked his way into getting that kitty cat, and now he's put a lock on it. But a woman is not saying, "Ooh, that bum, I want to get him."
Of course not.
The bum
knows how to talk. No,
exactly.
the bum knows how to talk.
The bum is like, yo, you got $1? She's like, oh, look at this bum. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, why you calling me a bum with your fat ass?
And then he say, "Let me take your pretty behind on the date.
Let's go to Wendy's." Like, she be like, "Oh, your nasty ass," and she be like, "Put me in the car," and she's doing everything he's saying. Next thing you know, he's at her crib, shaving, buying all stuff, and moving in, and she's like, "This bum, why you move in?" But it's good. You know what I'm saying? So she didn't really go out there saying, "I want this bum." The bum used his God-given technique
Exactly
to get with it.
So yes,
Now listen. Now flip that to a man that's worth anywhere from $100 to $200,000. That's not up, but that's like middle up, right? 100 to 200 in Atlanta is middle up. It's not up. Up is 600,000. Some people are making 300. Some people are making 400. Now, when you have this $100 to $200,000 guy, right, and this girl is seeing her on Instagram all the time, posting. She's not working. They traveling. They living this life. I'm telling you, guys are like, I need to get like this nigga.
Yeah.
Let me see what he does so I can at least get a little snippet of what he does so I can get there.
Yeah, because that's what
Women-
guys do. That's what guys do.
Women are saying, I need to destroy that because I want that man. So I need to get her out the way, right? So I can get that
Why are you
man.
making it seem like this seems like an evil villain plot story? Like,
Go on Reddit and read these stories, and you will come back and have this exact same reaction I'm having. This is what this woman said. This woman said she saw her homegirl. Her homegirl was in this solid relationship with this guy. Everything that she wanted, her homegirl was living as far as how this man was taking care of her. Right? So the friendship always comes with one thing. Friendship will always come with two things, actually. It'll come with trust and loyalty. Right? Because if I trust you, I'm loyal to you. And if I'm loyal to you, I trust you. So if I'm loyal to you, then it's nothing for me to leave my wife, leave the room and you in the room with my wife. I've known you since you were a baby. And you don't.
but there are people that can do that, though.
You're right.
There are people that can do that.
More women do this to other women than men do it to men. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because I've heard stories.
Men don't break up relationships.
Yeah, because they don't want to be. They never want to be the main dude.
They want to be the side.
They want to
dude.
be the side
So
because you got less responsibility.
Exactly. But women want that life, and in order to get that life, they have to play a role. They have to insert themselves, right? They have to give up the kitty, right? And when the kitty's done, they're like, I need to keep him. So what else can I do to keep him? Let me cook for him. Let me give him some more kitty. Let me see if I can be loyal to him. Let me give him some more kitty.
But that's why I said you can't just live on kitty alone.
You have the link ready, Jamie, when she enters the room chat. I think you need to have some link ready.
Okay. Actually, yeah, I'm actually going to put the link in the chat. We actually even do that.
Then Mantra goes and says that the only thing she likes about sports is watching men running up and down, hoping she sees something. Mantra, you nasty. I don't. I think that's you and.
But there are women like that. There are women like that just watch sports because you know.
So back to what I was saying, because I really want to get this point out that once this woman kind of realizes that she wanted what her homegirl had, she made it a mission to try to get that man, and the man is weak. When the man is at home with his wife and she comes to visits and spends the night, guess what she's doing downstairs while her homegirl's making breakfast. She's down there in her booty shorts.
Okay, but
so then the guy comes downstairs and he sees that, and that gets his attention.
But there are guys that don't fall into temptation, though.
You're right. I'm not saying all guys are the same. I'm saying men are weak. Men. If we were just like people always say black people are violent. Men are weak.
Well, I mean, when
and
it's
a
hard,
lot of women know that they can use that to their advantage.
yes, and you know why?
So that's why a lot of men in Atlanta are not in solid relationships.
But you know why men are? Because it is hard.
Women are throwing that kitty cat on them left and right so they can get that Chanel bag.
Not all of them.
Not all of them. Not all of them. There's some very educated, very loyal, very trusting. And there's some women out there that want to be in a relationship. And some women also, they're holding on to, and some men, they're holding on to the old school type of, I'm not going to do this until, we get married. And although I hope that you get married and you're able to accomplish what you've been waiting on. The fact is, we're living in 2024. And, back then it was also, you don't live with somebody unless you're married to that person. And I always believed that was a setup. I always believed that so we get married and we move in and I see that you're a total slob, right? You are a dirty person. You don't clean up. You're just messy.
Well, you should have been to the person's house.
That person can clean up before I get there. And then I leave. And then that person goes back to being a slob. Let me give you a perfect story because it's happened true life. I was dating this girl. True life. I was dating this girl and I told her I was on my way and then the whole place was clean. And then one day, unannounced, I just knocked on her door. Like I just said, "Are you home?" She was like, "Yeah, I just knocked on her door." And then opened up her bedroom door. Bro, there was a pot.
Of what?
I don't know what was in the pot. I just saw a pot on the floor. I'm like, what were you cooking? What were you eating that you couldn't put in a plate that was right? A pizza box. And she was trying to shove everything under the bed. Mantra says she's very nasty. She loves gray sweatpants. Unfortunately for you, I've never seen any sports where men are wearing gray sweatpants while they're working out.
If they're traded,
that's all I'm going to get. That's all I'm going to get into.
If they're traded, you usually wear sweats. Because I know when I used to box, that's all I used to wear.
Yes, Kev, that's what I just pulled out. The Players Club. Ebony, when you have a girl, and this is a part I don't understand, right? Like a man and a woman in a relationship, the girl invites her homegirl over and the homegirl spends the night. And then the next day, the girl wakes up, they're downstairs in the kitchen, they're cooking, they're talking, whatever the case may be. And that girl is wearing like a tank top and some short shorts. And then you come downstairs and that's what you see. And then your girl or your wife expects you to be like, oh, yeah, it's nothing.
But you have to do that.
You have to.
Exactly.
But that's not what
you have to do that.
See, you're acting now, right? Because what you're actually thinking is very different from what you have to act out. When you see it, you're like, oh, baby, so I'm about to go to the car to go work on my oil. And she's like, you've never done change your oil in your life before. Matter of fact, we don't even have a damn garage.
But shouldn't you get credit? But shouldn't you get credit for at least taking those steps
to avoid looking at it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what's going to happen when you get into bed and she says, I saw you looking at her ass?
Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
What about a man that's in a relationship that's following his girlfriend and says she posts a bikini picture and he likes it? You're in a relationship with your girl.
Uh-huh.
Your girl's girlfriend that follows you follow each other. She has a bikini picture. Her cheeks are out. You like that picture.
Okay, but it depends. No, it depends, bro. It depends. You want me to tell you why it depends? Are those the only pictures that I'm liking? Like when she's in a like a pantsuit, do I like it then?
Did you purposely like that one so you can go and like the bikini? I'm giving out all the cheat codes because a nigga will go and like all the pictures, but he really wanted to like that bikini picture so that he. Oh, so yes.
Oh my gosh.
If you liked all the pictures, including the bikini picture, shouldn't the bikini picture be the one picture you don't like? Why are we men so tempted to hit that like button when it's a picture that we know it's going to get us in trouble with our significant
other? But why should it? Because if because if you are allowed to like pictures of shirtless dudes that go to the gym, that be all swole looking like Incredible Hulk, what's wrong with liking oh, okay, nice. Bam, that's it. It's not like you go to sleep and that's all you thinking about.
How does she know that's not what you're thinking about? You see, girls are very competitive and territorial.
Men are very competitive and territorial.
We're competitive
because there have been times where we both be like, oh, that girl's real pretty, and you be like, oh, snap, she real pretty. Then both y'all secretly try to talk to her and to get her 1st. Mm-hmm. So that's being competitive also.
You're right. That's a competition to get the girl, though. I'm saying competitive in the sense that when you walk into the room and your girl's in that room and other girls are trying to say, oh, Mo, it's Mo, hey, Mo. Your girl is getting the fuck up. Excuse my French. She's getting up. She's walking straight to your section and she's sitting right next to you to let them know that this is territorial. This is mine. No competition.
Niggas do the same thing. So there hasn't been a time where you see dudes checking out your girl and then you just walk up behind her?
I'll signal her to come walk up to me.
Whichever one. It's the same.
But you know, the funny thing is, any woman that's in a relationship and they're secure, they would never put themselves in that position where there's like men talking to them because they know that.
No, I'm not even saying talk, but just even looking at her, like you just see constant guys even just looking at her like, oh,
she would come up to me like, why that dude looking at me? It'll be different when I say, did you see that girl? And then she was like,
no. Wait, how many times? There have been times where they'll say, ooh, that look nice. She look good.
I ain't gonna say a word. I'm Stevie Wonder.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm like, who? You know what I do?
What?
When she says, you see that girl with the fatty? I'm like, no, you talking about this one? It's a girl with a flat. It'd be a girl with a flat ass like that one. Like, what you talking about? That shit is flat. Like, if you say it's fat, I guess you're like, You know what I'm talking about? Like, no, where is it? She been gone, bruh. Yeah. Oh, so navigating through Atlanta is your only thing that you're standing on is that you should not date in the inner city.
No. Because I think everybody in the inner city aren't really them.
Kevin Kev says that
Every time you gather in the sit in Atlanta, it's just people trying to floss and look good. You don't really experience, like a party or whatever it's supposed to be. The only time you usually get that setting is if it's a house party and everybody know each other.
True. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, I believe that it'll be easier for you to kind of meet and lock somebody down if you're part of a certain community.
Right.
But for us, it's always going to be church. And it doesn't have to always be church, right? There's so many communities. I was saying earlier how, you can meet people, as he said earlier, at a house party. You can meet people at, I'm not going to say a library because I don't even know anybody that's who goes to a library.
you got the internet now.
There you go.
Once the internet came along, it was the rap for the library.
But, the dating apps, you kind of have to understand that for the most part, a lot of people's first, especially men, their first objective is not to really get to, you could tell who wants to be in a relationship and who just wants to,
you could definitely tell.
just wants to, get in and get out. And, I feel like if you're one of the females that say, okay, he doesn't want to get in a relationship, but I can change him, or I can see if I can change him, you're setting yourself up.
Oh yeah.
Right? You're gonna be like,
and you can't get mad. You really can't get mad because
especially after
if
you
they're
give up
wide open, if the person, because it can go both ways. There's situations where guys be thinking that girls really that they try to get into a relationship, so they doing everything for them. But the girl just see you as a look, we just cool. If whatever I do outside,
the girl,
whatever I do outside has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, I also feel a lot of people always get the friends with benefits situation. It always backfires because once there are feelings involved, can you imagine you've been messing with a girl for like a year and that is your friends with benefit, and then you hit her up one day and be like, "What you doing?" She genuinely sends you a message back and says, "I'm on a date," and you're like, "What the fuck?"
It do kind of hit you. It do kind of
know that you're only for one thing. She tells you like, "I'm on a date," and then
you start trying to compensate by saying, "Hey, maybe we should, hang out sometime."
Yeah, you be like, actually, no, that's not. You do the stupid thing because we men, we always do stupid stuff. We as soon as we hang up, we finish texting, we be like, "Damn, let me see if I can make reservations so I can take her." Take her out. Let me see if I can take. And then you text her like, "I want her back." Yeah, you like, I need her whole body. You never had her breath. And then you text her, be like, and then this is where you really, really, really F up. When she's on that date or right after that date or the next day you text her, you be like, "You ever think we can be more than just..." She's like, no, she don't say none of that. She leave you on red for a minute. You on red for a minute. And then you text her back like, okay, I get it. You admitted that, okay, you messed up. And then she says, I mean, where did that come from? She make you seem like, bro, we was in it for one thing. These emotions that you're getting because I'm going on a date is out of control. Now oh my goodness. But it's just that natural feeling you get where it's like she's moving, she treats you like a pet. When she wants to play with you, she comes and gets
even after that discussion, she would just hit you up and be like, "Hey, what you doing?"
And you be like, "What the fuck?"
But you be like, "Let me go over here."
No. You at first you try to put on your big boy pants.
That's what I'm saying. But you came in.
Yeah, of course.
You came in, bro.
She'd be like, "What you doing?" You be like, "No, I'm at my grandma's house." Your grandma been dead for about 10 years. What you talking about? You at your grandma's house. And then she said, "Oh, well, what time you done with that?" "I don't know. I'm like probably like in 3 hours." Even though you at home, you ain't doing nothing. She'd be like, "Okay, well, let me know because I want to see if you want to come through." And he'd be like, "All right, I might leave here early. I might let you know." As soon as you put that phone down, you go take a shower, you get ready, you be like, "Hey, so my grandma just went to sleep." So and then you know when you really fucked up? When she said, "Oh, never mind." You be hurt.
You feel that check in your chest,
She said,
bro.
"Oh, never mind." She said, "Oh, never mind." Of course, she's gonna lie by saying, "Never mind." My sister over here, it's not her sister.
Is that
That dude that she didn't want to give it up too early because she wanted to still mess with her friends with benefits. She said, "You know what? Fuck it. Let me just go ahead and give it to this dude," and then you're out, bro.
completely. There's no coming back.
So many R&B artists have made songs about when a woman is fed up or when a woman is done. It's
done.
because a man can lock the door and he'll have that key and he'll put it on the
And we can't even lie. We'll text back. We'll text a couple of days later. You text back, be like, "Hey, everything
we can be hurt as ever, and we'll say we'll never do this again." We take the lock, close the door, shut it, and we just leave that key under the bed. So she can come back. She come up. Because give it like 2-3 years, she'll text you, be like, "Is this Mo?" And that you never deleted her number.
No, you never did.
Wait for that text to come back.
You might have taken the name out.
Yeah, but
you memorized that number.
And some people don't delete their text thread, right?
Right.
So then the text come back and people like, "The fuck?" Yeah, this Mo was good. Who's it? No, you said, "Who's this?" Because you know who it is, but who's this? Oh, it's Shamika. Shamika. You did unfollow her on the gram, but you stopped liking her pictures. But you still go back on the gram and you be like,
oh my goodness.
Still, and then one day you log onto the gram and all his pictures are gone. And then you say,
so you're like, "Oh, I can get back in."
You go to work, you be like, "I'm gonna have to leave early today." I have a doctor's appointment at 9:00. You get home, you just start blowing her up. Like, "Yo, how you been?" "I'm good. I just went through a really bad breakup." Oh, what you doing today? Let's see if we can get something to eat. It's been a minute. She'd be like, I guess.
What do you mean?
We just trying to be that shoulder you can lean on. You know what I'm saying? But don't be mad if you are her rebound.
Yep. And then after
you knew
months later, you back on the bitch.
Because there's one thing that women do that really blows a man's mind. How y'all just wake up to reality.
Bro.
Some people call it the post something clarity. I'm not going to say the N word.
Yeah.
Post something after you're done doing what you do, and then you look back and you see the girl that you invited over. Like, oh my God, so did I?
You still be thinking about old shawty though.
Yes. Even when she put you back on that bench,
you hoping, praying that you get another chance.
But in a way, she's saving you because she doesn't believe that once you guys lock into a relationship, it's going to work out. Because if you did, she would have initiated, "Let's get in a relationship.
Right.
Let's be together." But there's something lacking about you, and I don't think she is this bad.
Let me ask you a question though.
Mm-hmm.
So just because we know things like this are going to happen, doesn't mean that we shouldn't even try.
That was what I was about to say. Are people, because I don't want to just put this on women, but are people not patient enough to build and help build somebody that they believe in? Because if you're doing the friends with benefits, right? You've already put the friends in there, right? The benefit is you're just missing one thing, and that's just the title.
The title, yeah.
Because you're friends and people in a relationship, married, fiancés, whatever, engaged, it's still a friendship there that turns into a relationship, right? And if a relationship is a friendship, it's a type of friendship. So instead of you kind of saying, "Yo, Tim, I think you should take these classes. You'll be a great mechanic, or you'll be a great pilot, or you will be a great police officer," instead of you just, driving Uber for like 2 hours a day and you can barely afford rent and you always in the crib and you always drinking or you always partying, you always doing this, always doing that. Okay, you're right, Kevin Kev. Kevin Kev says we're grown in this chat. We can say the post nut clarity. That's what I'm trying to say. When you have the post nut clarity and you kind of come back to your senses and you see that this person that you did the do with is completely below, but not below you, because I don't really believe people as individuals are higher than other people, but people that don't really benefit you. Right. And women they don't like giving their bodies out to just anybody.
Right.
Not all women. There are some nymphos out there that will just, I actually think even the women that are nymphos, they rather go 5 hours with a toy than have a guy come over and,
because you don't have to deal with the
what?
The trouble trouble they feel they have with God.
What's the trouble? The guy's just gonna come. The guy's just gonna come there and do what he needs to do. And not what I said.
Which guy did we just finish talking about? The guy that wants to be more than friends.
Right. But what we said a couple of weeks ago was like some of the women don't really entertain calling the guys over regardless because the guys don't really satisfy them.
Right.
So it's a waste. Right. They're just there. It feels good for like 2 minutes and then it's over. But it felt great for the man for that 2 minutes. But for the woman, it was like bam, bam, and then it was whack after that.
Yeah.
So I think a woman would rather just, she just take care of herself rather than call. Now, if she calls that Tyrone that's in a white beater that live in his mama's basement, that she don't want to call, but she knows that he can give her what she wants, then yes, she's going to call him. But that's not who she wants to grow with. She wants to grow with, a person that's on her caliber, I think.
I mean, I think everybody wants to have somebody that they actually really mesh with.
I think that if you really broke it down, I think if you ask 100 men if they would want to get married, I think 95 of them will say no.
You think so?
That they would just carry on with the girl, have babies, live their lives, and they don't have to get married. But if you ask 100 women,
I don't know this percentage. Let's just say hypothetically or something before that, because we don't know for fact.
I'm speaking for every man that I've asked. If it was up to you, would you get married? They say no. They would save that money. They would still go on vacation and do something. But as far as getting married, I mean, having a wedding, my bad, not getting married, because you can go to the courthouse and get married. My bad.
Married, yeah.
Having a wedding is what I meant. Let me clear my word.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I feel I could say yeah to that.
So the other thing that I said was the lack of long term as far as dating, period. So if I'm talking to her and we're meeting up and we've gone on a couple of dates, and then one day she comes over and she still has Tinder on her phone. She has Plenty of Fish on her phone. She has Bumble on her phone. What other eHarmony on her phone? She has all these. Yeah, she has Christian Mingles on her phone. She has all these dating apps, and we've been talking for like a month or two. Now, in my mind, when I see it, I'm like, why do you still have this on your phone? In her mind, she's probably thinking, well, you're not the one. I'm just buying time right now. So why are you wasting my time? See how she said it? That thing hit me too, because I just said, why are you wasting my time? She said, yeah, I'm buying time. You're the one that's just entertaining me until I find the one.
Damn.
It was that heartburn what she said.
Yeah, I felt that one. I felt that.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. That a lot of people, and I don't know if I'm going to call it the rebound, but it doesn't always necessarily mean that rebound phase. I think that when you are with somebody and that person that you're with, you don't have an agenda to grow with that person, right? And people always say you can't change somebody, but I always believe you can mold somebody. Day by day, you can kind of convince this person that this life that you're living now is not the healthy life. That's no different than going to a therapist and you telling your therapist your problem. Now, we men, for the most part, we're not. Yeah, they get paid for this, and we men are not really used to just giving all of our emotions and problems and just dumping it on
all people,
on a woman. The first reason is that the woman's going to say you soft, especially our Black sisters. Not every woman, but most women will say,
but I do
put on your big boy pants.
I do think dynamics change though. Once you do that,
dynamics change in what sense?
Like it kind of is like it's kind of she look down on you just a little bit, maybe not all the way, but
if you're expressing yourself,
yeah, because I don't.
That's why I said it's not manly. It's not. I don't think it's manly for a man to. But I think we are all humans that have emotions, and if we keep those emotions bottled up, then what is it? What help is it doing for us by us just being men and not expressing ourselves? And in the Black community, we don't really go to therapists like that. We go to our pastors, but we don't go to therapists. But therapy, my bad.
But I think there's a difference between showing emotion and being emotional. Because when you're emotional, then it seems like you don't have your emotions in check.
That just applies to men or just in general?
Period.
When they just keep on complaining and saying, "Oh my God, you won't believe what happened at work." How women, and I don't like to be sexist, but women are the ones that they're more expressive. They're more they like to talk more about their day. Let me tell you what happened at work. Whereas a man could have had the craziest day. Matter of fact, I know one of my homeboys that got fired from his job, right? And didn't even tell his girl. He was at home just looking for another job as soon as possible, trying to get his because he didn't want to burden her with the fact that if I believe if you can't change my situation, men won't really express the situation. Right. In other words, I got fired. If I tell you I got fired, what can you do that's going to change that? Nothing. So why do I have to tell you? Right. But if a woman goes to work and she's beefing one of the coworkers, or when she gets home, yeah, she wants to talk about it while she's making the dinner, while she's on top of you. Yeah, she be talking to you. She was talking about it while she's giving you something. Like, man, you won't be. Oh, you about to? Okay. And she gets. But women are a lot more. They're a lot more expressive than men are. Yeah. But I believe that if a man has something that's on his heart and he has no other person to turn to, and finding a woman that he's either in a relationship with or he feels he can confine in, he should go ahead and express himself without him fearing that that woman is going to look at him as anything other than a man.
Yeah, because y'all know how to cut deep if in an argument. Y'all know how to. That's why your big toe's smaller than your little toe, nigga. Like y'all can get. No, I'm just saying.
That's
Like
why you
y'all
only making 70,000. I'm making 150.
y'all
I
can-
know this because
y'all-
I did your taxes, nigga.
y'all hit below the belt. Y'all hit below the belt.
And some things you say you can't take it back. No matter how many you apologize or say I was just mad, you can't take it back.
You know my insecurities.
And if men wanted to really hurt women's feelings, men could do the same thing, but men choose not to because there's no reason to say some stuff that, we want to say. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I feel on the flip side too. A lot of women might be in relationships where they're not really getting what they want as far as in the bedroom or financially, but they're still with their men because they love the bigger picture. Or they believe that this is what they want. This is who makes them happy. Sometimes you believe that in order to be in a happy relationship, you have to date a man that's making this amount of money, right? Or you have to date a woman that's shaped this kind of way or she looks this kind of way. And you get with this person, and this person's insides are completely ugly. They are alcoholics. They're abusive mentally, physically, or sexually, whatever the case may be, right? But because you thought that this is the lifestyle that you deserved, you went and chased it, and now you're there. And now you're like, why did I get myself into this?
I mean, but there's nobody else to blame but yourself because you chose to be in that situation.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that now we really come to a situation where we just think all relationships are negative and all relationships are just supposed to be a certain way because of how we see it on social media, things like that.
But who's
But
this, what race, I mean, what sex is leading the fact that this is what they want in a relationship? We didn't tell women to go get the BBLs, right? We didn't. Did we? No question. Did we tell them we like looking at big butt?
and so
But we didn't. No. But answer that question. We didn't tell them.
I don't think anybody physically said, "Hey, go."
Women told men, "I'm not dating you unless you make a certain amount of money."
Yeah.
Okay. Men didn't demand women be a certain type of shape, a certain type of beauty, a certain type of income. We didn't demand anything then. Keep it as traditional as possible.
But when you start seeing things, when you start seeing everyday life online on our phones, that's what people consider to be the norm.
And
when
if
you
you
see
got in a
people
relationship,
constantly liking and showing more attention to, that's what happens.
So you start talking to a girl and like a month you guys agree to get in a relationship and your stipulation is that you both have to delete all of your social media unless it's something that you're promoting. So yeah, so that's
what I'm
different.
saying.
If you're a content creator, that'll be the exception, right? But if you are a regular 9 to 5er entrepreneur that has no social media as your content, as that bringing your revenue in, then you guys both say delete social media. I promise you, you would have there's no relationship that's perfect, but you would have dropped off a whole bunch of baggage walking into that relationship. There are no pictures alike, right?
Yeah.
The only thing that either person can be worried about is probably text messages and phone calls, just like the back in the day.
But it's going to be within people in your community, though.
What do you mean? The text messages?
Yeah, and the phone calls, they're going to be between people in your community.
Definitely. But then again, you could take a vacation with your significant other and you in Miami, and then you see a girl and y'all exchange numbers
Yeah.
and y'all start texting. And then you tell your girl, like, I got a contract in Miami. I got to go. 9 months later, she's knocking on the door. She's like, this is Pedro. She's Spanish in Miami. And then the baby said, hola, papi. How old are you?
Sis.
Hey. Oh, no. He said, well, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. Mami, what is sis? Sí. I think that is the biggest. I don't call a child being born a punishment, but it's the biggest karma that you can do once you cheat on your significant other. That person becomes pregnant. There was a man, I don't know if I told the story earlier. I think I did, but I remember telling you this story. This this man just brought this 5-year-old to the house, and his wife was like, "Who? No." He came home and his wife was like, some woman just dropped over this 7-year-old. He wasn't 5, he was 7. Some woman dropped this 7-year-old off. Who is this? And the man looked his wife dead in the face and said, this is my son. They've been married for like 10 years. He said he's been keeping it on the side. He's been paying
Child support?
Not because child support will show.
No, but like he was
supporting the child. Yeah, he was supporting the child. My bad.
Support,
Yeah, not legally, but yeah, he was paying child support. And that the mother finally had a break and wanted to take like a vacation or live her life and said she's tired.
So she dropped them off?
She just dropped them off. And you have to understand at a certain point, this is why they always say a man cannot raise, a woman cannot raise a son. Because, it's a man is going to put that fear in their son. So he was 7, 7, a boy.
Well, that's actually a good age to get him.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's why she gave him up. Because she got tired of she at some point.
But that's, I mean, if you're going to do that, I think that's a perfect age to
You're
do
right.
it.
Absolutely right.
Because that's when as a kid, as a boy, you start kind of getting rebellious.
But at this
and you
point,
start be like, and you start looking at mom like, we about the same size.
I'll whoop your ass. I'll whoop your ass right now, mom.
But you know damn well you ain't gonna do not a damn
Not
thing.
only that, the mamas, they be setting themselves up, because then they be like, I'm gonna call your daddy. And then the boy be like, I never seen him before.
You know what?
I ain't never seen him before. Call him. So when she gave him up to the dad, and he comes back from work and he sees the boy in the house, and the mom's like, his wife is like, who is this? What? I think it's best that the wife just stays, because it's already happened. 7 years has passed, but at the same time, the trust and the loyalty is gone for forever. Because for 7 years, I can understand you got
So
her
are you saying
pregnant.
are you saying that they should stay together because of the children?
I think whatever the case may be, it is what it is. If she leaves, that boy is still here. If she stays, the trust is gone for forever.
But do you want to be in a relationship with the person that you just don't trust anymore?
She's just gonna.
Because that's going to bring contentment. Also,
she just needs to come home and she'd be like, "I'm pregnant," and it ain't yours. Then they even. She got a baby, he got a baby, and she'll be like, "I'll be back in 7 years." No, I'm kidding. That's too messy. I support either move she makes. If she stays, right, and they go to counseling and they try to work out their relationship and their differences.
Yeah.
Then that's up to them. But if she decides to leave, then that's also up to her.
I'm gonna bring on Jamie. We've been promising to bring her on, so we're actually about to bring her on before we actually close out.
Hi. Can you hear me?
We can't hear you.
I don't know what to do. It says I'm good.
I think your laptop.
Oh shoot! Yeah, it is. Oh no. Oh, sorry. Can you press Jamie on your computer? That's why. Yeah.
Turn on the mic.
Add to stage, yeah.
And
Can
then
you can you hear me?
Oh, snap! You know what? We don't have a way to emit sound. We don't have a way to emit sound.
but even if you turn your laptop, if we can hear her, then we can just probably
Yeah.
put a microphone right next to your laptop.
No, it's not even my laptop either. Oh, I have.
Yeah, Mantra, you're right. Cheating is bad enough, but bringing an outside baby into the picture, hell
That's
no.
yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is the baby is already here. Yeah, shout out to Jamie. Kev says you are beautiful. We get to see your face.
Oh,
Hopefully we can get the sound, but if not, we're gonna try to fix this so next week, once we're here, yeah, we can probably get so that people can actually call in, tune in. We can get live opinions and comments.
oh yeah. I've got things to
But I
say.
think we got like probably 10 more minutes, if that, for the show right now. Yeah, let's do it next week. Yeah, since we can't hear her. But I would say that anybody, man or woman, if you once you bring a baby into the mix, it's an automatic deal breaker. Like cheating is one thing, but then having a baby. Yeah, Jamie, we're gonna have to do this again next week. We'll try to get the sound, the output sound, so that we can hear once you call in. We're just having some audio output difficulties, but we should get that fixed next week. But yeah, I think that once you add a baby to the mix, it is. Oh wait, the Kevy said they could hear Jamie, but we couldn't hear Jamie. So if we can't hear what Jamie's saying, then. But that's why I'm saying if we turn up, if you turn.
The problem is when I did.
We can hear what Jamie's saying. Yeah, this won't work though, because I'll be.
Yeah, because we will
hearing.
definitely be hearing it. It is going to be
And I
echoing.
don't have my AirPods. So I could put one in my ear. Yeah, we'll do it next week. Even though the
So we can get it because we can't even hear anything that you're saying. I'm so sorry.
unless you want to just have her on there, and when we're talking, she can comment and they can hear her. But we won't be able to hear what she's saying. We'll do it next week.
Yeah, because I don't know. We'll still need to hear her.
What she's saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. So yeah, once you have a baby and you are caught up with the situation, it's pretty much game over. I don't think there's much coming back from that. Even if you've gone through therapy, I think that just the reminder of you doing this and somebody else being born, and again, a lot of people can forgive and try to get over cheating, but seeing the actual product of the cheating is
But there's some people that don't even accept that.
the cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Once you do it, it's done.
it's over.
Like they don't even care about the outside part. They don't even care anything that happened about the outside part. It's the fact that you just
You did what you
cheated.
did, and it's over.
Right.
And
So
some people that have gone through that, they do break up and then they work it out. They get back together and try to work it out and try to build that trust back. Not to say that it's going to work out in the ultimately, because some people are just like, I
so
just can't
if
get
it's
back.
not going to work out, what's the point of trying it again?
People attempt to, if people were married and somebody cheats and they break up after 10 years,
But
they still try to work it out.
But I still think
And some people do forgive and keep it moving.
Yeah, but I was just thinking logically at this point, but I still do think that you should be like, is this person still the same person?
I think that it all depends on how the cheating went down. If this was an affair versus you were on vacation with your homeboys and then you just you stuck your banana in something that you didn't need to, and then you came back, right? It's not like you live in Atlanta, you drove down to Gwinnett and you've been at this girl's house and you're doing what you do. That's completely different. But it also depends on the individual, like you said earlier. Some people can work it out, and some people is like the trust is completely gone. And some people don't want to believe like they are the reason why they got cheated on. You've been saying no to me for like the past 3 weeks, right? What am I supposed to do? And they say you supposed to get the lotion and go into the bathroom. And what's wrong with you, nigga? And then you're like, well, that's not a solution that I wanted to come up with. I've been trying and trying and trying. And then her excuse is like, well, you're broke. You're not making money. If you're not making money, you're not getting no kitty cat.
Well, I mean,
She says, if you're broke, the kitty is dry.
well, I mean,
So that means that when like rich people walk by, it's like it's a faucet. Just walking by.
but I mean, everything is a stipulation. I'm with you because initially I'm with you because of this. It's on both sides. We go after her because of what we see. We don't.
Yes.
It's not like we go in there thinking like, "Ooh, I wonder what school she went to."
If you're single, you are. If you're single and you see somebody like there's there are almost two or three. I think there are three categories a man will define once he first not even a
Interaction.
conversation. His
Interaction.
first visual, not even interaction. When he first sees her, he says, "Damn,
She fine.
she can be my wife," or "Damn, I want to out of her. I want to beat those cakes," or "Damn, I can get with her. I'm gonna get with her," right? Versus a woman will see a bum and be like, "He's a bum." That there's no ifs, ands, or but. You're a bum. But a woman can be dressed down. She can have a bonnet on, and if something is poking back there, she's getting attention from our community. I don't know about the Caucasians or the Asians, but from our community.
Well, shoot, it seemed like everybody like
Issa
that type
Lawrence
of
from
figure.
Insecure. Y'all go watch Insecure by Issa Rae on HBO. She is a brilliant mind. And I always say it's two people in Hollywood, three people actually, that are black, but their mind is it's not, they don't follow the norm, right? Issa, Jordan Poole, and Childish Gambino.
Jordan Poole is really
Peele, my bad, not Poole. Jordan Poole is a basketball player.
Oh my goodness.
Jordan Peele,
No.
not Poole.
Yeah, I don't even know why I was going along with that. I was like, dang, it is
Jordan
Jordan
Peele,
Peele.
my bad.
Because I used to watch that. I used to watch their comedy special on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
That they were really funny.
But then Jordan
they
Peele
both
just
went into their own thing.
Jordan Peele just took off.
Yeah, especially.
Wait.
And what was the first one? The first one was
Get Out.
Get Out.
See how brilliant his mind was? And if you go watch Insecure, you can see what a lot of black women kind of deal with on a regular basis. And you can see what black men also deal with on a normal basis. If you look at the last season, I think there was an episode where Issa Rae kicks the baby when Lawrence is having the baby with the girl. And he didn't mean to have that baby, but that's kind of the consequences.
I don't think I've ever watched this.
Oh, you need to watch Insecure. Insecure is Jordan is really out the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan. Yes, Jordan Peele is. There's also a show on Amazon.
Jordan Peele is the creator, or he just writes.
Oh, he did Get Out. He did Us.
No, I'm talking about Insecure.
No, that's Issa Rae.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because I was about to say I thought it was Issa Rae.
Was it they or them, Jamie? I thought it was called. Is it they? Yeah, I think it was they on Amazon Prime. That was, I don't know if that was a true story. Them, not they, them. Yes, and it was about I can't even explain it, but watch them on Amazon. It's another Jordan. Okay, it's another Jordan Peele. He has another one with Keke Palmer and the dude from Get Out again, the black dude. I forget his name. I think that's called. He has so much. There's them. There's Us. There's Get Out, and then there's another one. I don't know if it's called Jump.
Was it Up or something like that?
I think it was Us.
Us.
Okay. He always has these them, us, but them on Amazon is a series. Yes.
Oh, really?
It was dark, but it also showed you what happened in Compton to get the white people out of Compton because successful black people are moving in there. There was like this curse. Watch it, bro. It is crazy. And you can see what I say. Jordan Peele always, his mind is out of this world. He had this.
Nope. He said nope.
Nope. That's what. Yeah, you're right. It was Nope. Kiki was called Nope. You're right. You're right. But there's another one called Us, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But he has all these crazy movies, and then
Oh yeah,
Childish
I remember the trailer for it too.
for Nope.
Yeah, because it would always say it would be like nope, and then it'll flash to another
Something happened.
scene.
Something crazy happened. And Nope.
Yeah.
And then you had Childish Gambino. He did Atlanta. He has a show on Amazon Prime called Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
A lot of people said
I,
they weren't impressed with it.
yeah, I wasn't.
Was it
I wasn't
because
feeling it.
was it because a lot of people compared it to the actual movie?
I think that's the reason why I did it because I was like, you know, they didn't really get. It didn't feel like they really got in depth as how like you didn't feel it as hard as you felt the first one.
Yeah, but the first one was an actual movie. This is a
Yeah,
series.
but I'm saying like it was the engagement. I
Mhm.
mean, like you just felt like you were in constant action all the time.
I wish they named it something else so that people didn't really try to put it right behind Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Angelina Jolie and
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
That was a great.
She had that dude in the elevator. She was over. She had that dude in the elevator, and she was like, I'm going to push this button." He was like, "Go ahead." That other girl said, "Boom." She was like, let that dude die. I was like, "Dang."
Well, that was when Brad Pitt had left Jennifer Aniston after he filmed all that time.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
was-
That's true. Allegedly. Just wanna.
And now I'm not even going to put allegedly behind that because a lot of magazines.
Nah, I just want to be safe.
You don't want to get. I don't think Brad Pitt or Angelina Jolie are going to want to sue anything from us. I'm like, look at these two guys. You know what? We're going to sue them, and they're going to be our babysitters for our 15 kids we got. Being single in Atlanta, we're about to wrap this up. Being single in Atlanta is very, very difficult, but it's very possible. I recommended that you kind of focus in one community. I'm not saying it's going to be easy to find any type of communities. If you are a Black American, because Toya, who is the creator and owner of this nice studio, she kind of corrected me on something by saying once you call them African Americans, it means that they know what part of Africa that they come from. But being called a Black American is like you have to understand that I might be from the island, I might be part Latino African American, or I might be actual African American. So a lot of Black Americans try to connect with some of these Africans. There are a lot of African communities. Nigeria is the biggest. I'm not even trying to front. You can see it up there. Lagos, Nigeria, we are the biggest community, but you have Ghana, Ethiopia, Somalia, you have Morocco, you have Egypt.
I didn't know how many
Nigerians
were in this state, bro, until I came back from Nigeria.
Bro,
and I was like, dang.
We're everywhere.
Yeah.
If you want to know, before we leave, if you want to know how populous we are in any state, go to like a mall, go to like a Home Depot, go to like an IKEA and just say, how far? And watch how many people turn their heads and look. They're like, they're gonna think you're talking to them.
Bro,
We're everywhere.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not trying to sound stereotypical, but there's some people that are Nigerians.
Thank you,
that
Mantra.
don't even look like they're Nigerian.
Allegedly, that woman stole that woman's husband. Not allegedly. And JC says the same thing. They're separate. Yeah, we know they're separated. They paid out their course, but from the beginning of the time, everybody was talking about Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt, and then Angelina Jolie did that movie with Brad Pitt, and it was OVER. Just like this show. We're over for tonight. We'll be back next week at 6:00. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Jamie, was it Jamie that tuned in?
Yeah, that was Jamie. So we're gonna have to definitely get that fixed.
Yes.
But
Kev, your opinion, we appreciate it because I can actually put in a I didn't want to turn up the volume on my phone because then it's going to interfere with
yeah.
our
So
listening.
we did so that's why we would have to get maybe like earpieces in our ear.
Yeah.
And so we'll be able to turn it up and then we'll be able to listen because we don't have any speakers in here. So it's going to be hard for us to try to hear you guys.
Yes. But we appreciate you guys. Everyone that tuned in, listening, we'll be back next week. Please. If you're in Atlanta and you're single, don't give up. There's somebody out there for you.
Just look outside. Look outside.
Go to Athens. Go to Nashville.
Look outside.
Don't go to Memphis. They don't know how to say human. They say Herman. We'll be back next week.
Look, like, subscribe, comment, share. Help us push this, and especially if you enjoy it, let other people hear it. So thank you. Peace.